today's cup of coffee. It's been chaos, right? It always right before get ready to click the record button.
It's not even that big of chaos. It's just that headphone users beware.
And it's like I asked Kid, I said, have you haven't taken your ADHD medication in days, have you? And he's like, why not? As evidenced by, he's amusing himself with this. We have cats.
There's springs on the mic stand that are exposed, and yes, the cats.
Horrible noises. We have cats that are making horrible noises. Kid passed the kidney stone.
It was huge.
We are recording this
on it hurt.
The evening of December the 8th of 2023. We recorded the evenings. And
when it got out, it
was impressive.
I got my own soundboard right here.
Stop it. Just stop it. So he's had a better day.
Yeah.
We got the Fohu back from the vet, and he's doing well. And we actually got to speak to this vet, and very nice young woman.
Mm-hmm.
They just enjoyed speaking with her, and it was her mother.
Yeah. Very nice people.
They are nice people, and just very appreciative of them.
And where should I call it? Oh, God, help. No, I'm trapped with them.
Kid currently has 2 cats on his person, and then the one that's got the coof horribly right beside him. It's been like living in some kind of a TB ward.
There's so many. No, God.
It's almost like being punished for trying to do the right thing. I don't know. We understand that's just the forces of darkness.
It's because we don't know people to give them to. We don't know people that would take them.
But there were other people that they're in the same position that we are as far as the animals. Mm-hmm. They never intended to have this many. And it's like you've got a few that are trying to do the right thing, trying to be responsible, trying to take care of the kitties and everything like that. And then you have others that persist in their bad behavior, not being responsible, not being accountable. Mm-hmm. And from what I am seeing, the world on a lot of things has had enough.
Yeah.
I'm seeing glimmers of hope. And I just watched a glimmer of hope a minute ago. And I had heard of this, and we don't usually jump on the bandwagon of reporting different things. We'll, stuff that nobody has heard of, or just, a little blip on the radar. But at this point, I had heard of it someplace else on the Inner Zones this morning, and I went to Rumble and watched this. And this was Tucker Carlson interviewed Alex Jones. And
I heard you cackling a few times in it.
Oh, Alex Jones has got an amazing sense of humor. He's got a very dry sense of humor sometimes. That's why I try to tell you don't vape while we're doing this. And because I do not do social media, it's not good for my mental health. I think it's not good for a lot of people's mental health.
No, it's not.
But I'm going to leave you a link to a channel on Rumble. And these videos are important. And honest to God, that is one of the calmest times that I have seen Alex Jones. Mm-hmm. And because Tucker is a really good interviewer, but he listens intently, not with any kind of judgment. I mean, you can see the look on his face, and as Jones was explaining different things to him, Tucker was just astounded. I mean, it is the act of active listening. Mm-hmm. He truly wants to hear what these people have to say. And it was a really interesting interview.
Was it really?
It was. And for people who may not be familiar with Alex Jones, or people who think that they're familiar with Alex Jones, and Tucker admitted that he was in the category of the latter. He thought he knew who Alex Jones was, but he didn't. Because of some of the humans on the planet, one of the most maligned has been Alex Jones. He was the poster child for the unpersoning.
He was. Because, damn, they locked him out of his bank accounts,
Yeah.
emails, everything.
Yeah, and the litigation. And why? And
Is he
a lot of
speaking
people,
truth?
well, a lot of people thought that it had to do with the school shooting thing. It did not. The reason that he got yeeted off of Twitter was because that he had confronted a journalist.
Really?
Yes. And even Elon Musk, he didn't realize that that was why that Jones was deplatformed.
That's a stupid reason to deplatform
It
anyone.
was. It was totally a stupid reason. And Mark Dice, on his video this morning, he had gone on X and explained to Elon Musk what had really happened. And he provided him the receipts. He gave him a link to a video that showed exactly what it was and why it was that Jones was, taken off, banned off of Twitter. Mm-hmm. It's not a valid reason.
No.
And that you have some of these organizations that are true, honest to God, terrorist organizations that still have platforms, different places, and yet this one man that they tried to shut him down. And it was because he was speaking truth. And so Musk had responded to Mark Dice and said that he would look into it and as far as consideration, and I would love for him to allow Alex Jones back on the platform. That would be kind of huge.
That would be extremely huge.
It doesn't matter whether you agree with Alex Jones or think he's batshit crazy. This is a person that deserves to speak. He's not threatening anybody. He has not done any of that. A lot of the things that he has been accused of, there's no validity to those charges.
I don't know, because I don't follow that stuff. I'm not on that side of the internet.
Right. Well,
But from what little I've seen, he doesn't seem like... That's a character for the most part that he puts on.
a lot of it is.
And I don't know. That was just a stupid reason. I think he's been mistreated wrongfully.
Yeah. And this was the interview with Tucker. You get more of Jones as he really is, not the caricature of himself that he portrays on his show.
Mm-hmm. And let's face it, that is a caricature.
Sure it is. He's very bombastic. And for some of us...
Yeah, he was hurting his health with the yelling and the screaming and the getting angry and all that.
He explains some of the information that he has looked into. And he during the Carlson interview, he explains how he comes by this information. And he's been doing this for almost 30 years. And when you are having to confront that level of depravity and darkness on a daily basis, it wears on you.
It does.
And Tucker did ask him about that. And that was just, like I said, it's an incredible interview. You've got a lot of people that have this kid brain. They're not going to listen one way or the other if it does not...
If it does not match their narrative, their beliefs, they're not going to listen.
Right. And they're not even taking the time to find out what the man has said.
A lot of them know.
Again, this is
They're
infantile
going off of shit
behavior.
they've heard from other people.
Right. Instead of doing the, research themselves to listen.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people want to think that he's making this shit up because a lot of the things that he talks about is so horrific.
I mean, yeah, it is.
And he's another one that...
They don't want to hear what's going on.
No, until the stuff started happening. And then you've got a lot of the
people
things
being like,
Alex Jones was right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anytime I wear that shirt out in public, I get thumbs up. People's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I knew that years ago. Years. So this was kind of huge. Now, with the information that, of course, Jones, and I don't know as far as the global elite and stuff like that, in my belief and in my research and stuff like that, is it a matter of the reptilians, what that David Icke was talking about? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. But I can understand why Jones would not go there. Not at this point. Because that's just too mind-breaking for most people. They're doing good to figure out. It's like, oh shit, this stuff he's talking about these global elites that are not elected, that the people that are the elected elite are being controlled by the people behind the scenes, and that you've got so many that are just, some of them are waking up. They realize they've been deceived because they have blindly believed for years. And that's hard.
Yeah.
And then you've got some of them that they will never admit that they were wrong.
Ever.
Because then it would make them, culpable.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to take personal accountability.
No, they don't. And that was one thing about Tucker when, at a certain point, he apologized to Jones for not being diligent in his understanding of him and what he was saying.
Right.
And ignoring the message. In some ways, you've got to wonder, is Alex Jones like Noah? That he was sitting there screaming, the rain's coming, the rain is going to come, the rain is going to come. And that people's la la la, I can't hear you until the first drops started to fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like. In a lot of ways, it is kind of what it's like, except it's not with the flood.
Right. Well, I don't know.
It's just with the digital flood.
Exactly. But I urge everyone to go and listen to this. Like I said, even if you don't like Alex Jones, listen to what the man has to say. You don't have to like him personally to, hear the truth in his message.
No.
Or it's like this. If you want, you cannot force someone to edify themselves or to accept truth.
No, you cannot.
Or even think for themselves.
You can lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink. You can lead an idiot to culture, but you can't make it think.
That's true. And then, like I said, these people that they're righteous in their own eyes, they're wise in their own eyes. And that's like we were talking earlier. I was talking to Kid about, where Christ said, as far as not casting pearls before swine. And we hear that, but we don't always hear the rest of the scripture. And I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have the scripture right in front of me. He said, that as far as the pearls, and he was talking about pearls of wisdom, that they would trample those underfoot and in turn and tear you to shreds. But I hope everyone takes an opportunity to go and listen to this. It's an incredible interview and you can learn things. Even if you don't believe it, do your own research.
Yeah.
Jones always gives references. And you can go and hear these people in different interviews, some of these elites, some of these world leaders, hear it for yourself.
And these people that are yelling, that are mocking the people by going, do your own research. I did my own research. If those people that do that shit need to fucking shut up and actually do their own research, because if you're just listening to one side, you ain't getting the whole story.
No, you're not. Because I'm an independent thinker.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I understand that the forces of darkness are trying to polarize people. they are trying to pit humans against humans because they don't like humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like each individual has wonderful bits about themselves and some that are not so wonderful. That's what makes up a human. Neither, as far as sides and all this bunch of bullshit, I'm on the side of humanity.
Right.
And it's like different people have different ideas. They're at different points of understanding to help somebody understand. And if they don't understand, listen to them to figure out why they don't understand. You know? But that's just me. Kid, final thoughts?
I don't got final thoughts on this because I didn't watch the thing.
But
Other
it was
than
one
I'm
of the...
just shooketh. He should be back on Twitter. Anyway.
Yeah, I think so. At one point, it was hilarious. That was probably when I was in here cackling and you're wondering what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
He had gifted Tucker with the conspiracy bourbon. And it comes in this packaging that's almost like this secret lockbox type thing.
Oh my God.
And he couldn't get it open. So what he did, he went, Carlson has got this, I don't know, his interview, it's like in a barn that they have refurbished to make a studio.
Real?
So Jones went and found a hatchet.
Oh my
He said,
God.
I will get this box open. Wham, wham, wham.
Did he break the wine?
No, he didn't break the bourbon, but by shit, he got that box open. Everybody was laughing because he is a character. I mean, he is just a very bombastic personality. His sense of humor, he's got a really good sense of humor that he doesn't a lot of times get a chance to show.
No.
And so it was wonderful to sit and listen to him during the interview be in a more relaxed state. Because I'm one of these, I do pray for the man. Because I'm concerned that he will have a heart attack or something, just the amount of stress.
Yep.
And for people who think that it couldn't happen to them, it could happen in a heartbeat. You just don't know.
Nope.
So, if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids,
Big feet.
if you would like to share one of your favorite Alex Jones memes, you can just put a link in the comment, or you can email cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
Yes.
And the frogs, that's one of my favorites. There are some great Alex Jones memes out there. He's very meme worthy.
The frogs.
Yeah.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
And that there are ways to defeat the forces of darkness. And this is a matter of being that little light.
This little man.
Yeah. 'Tis the season.
I need to find the full version of that.
We
Not
do.
the children's version.
We can do that. We can look for that.
I don't want the children's version.
It don't matter. We'll find you a version. So anyhow,
I'll
Lord
find-
willing, we'll see you on the next cut. Bye.